What's up, guys? So I just want to run you through what I think is a 50%, possibly 100% 2x play, which is OPES acquisition, which is merging with BurgerFi on December 15th. I've been following this stock for a while. I have particular interest in the company BurgerFi just because a lot of these SPACs, which are blank check companies merging with other companies, the companies they're merging with don't have revenue. A lot of them are speculative EV or tech stocks that aren't profitable yet. But what I like about BurgerFi is this is already a well-established, eco-friendly, sustainable burger chain that is a potential competitor with Shake Shack. Um, and so I think that's a rare opportunity to get in early on a company that's skipping the IPO and jumping to a SPAC, um, that's already profitable, that's already established. And in terms of just a very fundamental evaluation, I'm not going to go too deep into the technicals in terms of revenue and all that stuff, but let's just look at what its main, most comparable competitor is, Shake Shack. Let's look at that stock. That's trading at $87 here, and it's even gotten up to over $100 at one point, right? Now, just in terms of comparison, like in terms of how big each company is, let's look up how many locations Shake Shack has. How many? So Shake Shack has 275 locations. BurgerFi locations, how many? 120. So just below half. But the thing is, BurgerFi is still growing at a much more rapid pace than Shake Shack because Shake Shack's been around for longer. I have a bunch of articles pulled up talking about how they're aggressively expanding. This is in September. They have 30 new locations in development. I don't know if it's in this one, but they were talking about a 6 unit agreement in Saudi Arabia. So they're going international, they're going outside the US. Um, and a big part of this is that they're doing this all during COVID. I think, like, as you can see with Shake Shack, the stock with the rest of the market tanked in March when COVID came along because everyone thought, sales would drop and plummet. But Shake Shack seems to have a very aggressive approach, because if I can find the article, um, their deliveries, yeah, they have a delivery explosion. Like, they're not slowing down. Their delivery sales jumped 154% in August of 2020. So they're not dissuaded by the COVID virus. They're actually looking at it as an opportunity of, no, we're going to ramp up our delivery service and get our food to people. And a lot of people were worried that this merger wouldn't go through because of COVID, this $100 million merger with Opus, but it's going through. I just voted for the merger to go through, and it's happening December 15th. And I wish I could have been making this video for you guys earlier in the month, but we just found out the merger date, and I wish I could have been making it for you earlier in the day and I planned on doing it at 14:32, but I didn't know it was going to jump a whole dollar. This thing's moving fast, and I do believe people are going to catch on to it. And so, why am I saying this is a 50%, 100% play? So, if you look at when the merger was first announced back in June, this thing shot up to probably, it doesn't say, but $19 just on the announcement of the merger. So that's just hype, right? Like, so how high is hype going to take it when the merger actually happens? I would think at least 20. And then you take into consideration its competition. What's it the most comparable to? Along with Shake Shack, it is the most, I don't know the exact terms, I'm not super familiar with the industry, but the most eco-friendly, most sustainable burger. They're in leagues of their own in terms of the fast food but eco-friendly nature of them. And we look at this Shake Shack price in the 80s, and we see that BurgerFi has half as many locations but growing and going internationally and still getting bigger. And, like, look at this beautiful, very, very enticing website. It's hard for me to imagine this won't reach $40 in the next few months, sorry. So I anticipate $20 on this merger at least on December 15th or in the following days. and then possibly $30. So if you get in now at 1540, which is a little high, with SPACs, we like to get in the $10 range, but still, yes, your downside is a little lower if for any reason this tanks, because that does happen with SPACs. But at the same time, this is an already profitable company. This is not some speculative company. So even if something does happen on the merger date, it's hard for me to imagine that in the next month, this is not going to back up to $20 and then potentially 30. So look, nothing comes quick in this market. Nothing comes easy. You try to maximize risk reward. And I think this is as good of a deal as you're going to see. And I'm expecting $20, potentially 30. So for me, this is a 50%, 100% gain. They have a lot going for them. I mean, look, their CEO sets sights on international expansion. They basically hired, and their new CEO, by the way, is a former COO of Burger King. So this guy has experience in the industry. This is not some no-name company competing in a very crowded space. Like, this is like, in my opinion, buying Shake Shack before Shake Shack was Shake Shack today. So that's my DD on it. I hope you'll join me in this ride. I'm sitting now at a 12 something average. So I bought, a little over here, and I've been in since the summer, in and out. But now that we have the merger date confirmed, like, my only nervousness was about the merger date not being confirmed. But now that it's confirmed and I've voted on it and many other people have voted on it, this thing feels very good to me. I feel very good about this.